Hey y'all, today's video is going to be a summer wash and go routine for moisturized curls because y'all know if you're anything like me, that's pretty much the best style we get in this summer because it's so humid and everything else just gets frizzy. So I did shampoo my hair, but I'm going to start off showing you guys my deep conditioning routine. I am using Miel's Honey Palm Conditioner. In comparison to the Babassu one, this one is thicker and creamier. I use much less product than I do with the other one. Like at that other bottle or that jar, I actually only get about 2 or 3 uses out of it, but I think this one would last me a while. Some other good conditioners would be like Fortified Naturals Growth Therapy or their Reconstruction Conditioner. The main choice is Moringa or Kool-Aid conditioners would be really, really good. But these are deep conditioners. I'm saying conditioner, but these are deep conditioners. But these are good because they're lightweight, but they're really powerful. I don't use super heavy deep conditioners in the summer. Like the Do It For The Culture one is really heavy, and the Cashmere Caviar one by Curls is heavy. I don't use heavy ones because I don't want to over moisturize my hair and get hydro fatigue, which is when like your curls get too soft and just really limp. When they start drying, they're just all stretched out. That's because they're oversaturated, and that can happen in the summer when applying too much product and over moisturizing. So as far as shampooing goes, I tend to shampoo more in the summer versus co-washing more in the winter because the air is dry in the winter. I co-wash more to retain moisture. In the summer, I shampoo more because I don't want my hair to get soggy because, again, that's where that hydro fatigue can happen. And this week I did use the Honey Palm collection, but some other really good shampoos for the summer are like Camille Rose's Lavender, As I Am Luxe. The main choice is Tropical Moringa, Curls Hair Wash, and I just started using Pantene Gold Series. Their shampoo is really good. These are really good shampoos for the summer because they're moisturizing and they almost leave your hair feeling like you just co-wash, but they did a better cleansing than co-wash. So your hair doesn't feel stripped, but you didn't remove all that moisture. So I recommend doing a little more shampooing in the summer with moisturizing shampoos. So I'm using the pomegranate and honey leave-in conditioner out of this collection, and this leave-in conditioner is like one I've never seen before. Like I mentioned this in the first video I did with them, but it's almost like a leave-in custard hybrid. It comes out looking kind of see-through-ish like a gel, but it's creamy and it just melts right on the hair like water, but you can feel the oil moisture residue on your hand. So this is a really interesting formula. If you haven't tried this leave-in, I definitely recommend trying it because it's really different. It's not just like your typical leave-in cream. So I want to use a super moisturizing leave-in, but one that's not really thick because I do not want to have those balls and that flaking up when I add my gel and do my wash and go. So after you do your deep conditioning, the leave-in is the first step to moisturizing your wash and go using the LOC method, which is leave-in, oil, and a cream combination to moisturize and seal in that moisture so your hair doesn't dry out over the week. Now, after the leave-in, depending on your porosity or how your hair absorbs moisture, you can do the O, which is oil, and apply a very light layer of oil because you do not want flaking. Or you can do the C, which is a cream to moisturize. And I took a poll under one of my videos, and I found that people who are high porosity tend to like to add their oil first. And for low porosity, doing the leave-in and then the cream work best for them. But I recommend trying it both ways if you're not sure, and do it on 2 different wash days and make a mental note of which one gives you the best result because everybody's hair is different. Just because you have low porosity hair doesn't mean that everything that another person with low porosity hair is going to work for you. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and apply my cream because I am a low porosity girl. So I'm doing my leave-in, cream, gel, and then I would do my oil, but I'm going to skip on that today and I'll talk about that in a few. So I'm using the Curl and Smoothie out of this pomegranate and honey collection. It's a lightweight cream, which is great for me because I have fine strands, and again, I do not want to over apply product and get a whole bunch of buildup. And I keep mentioning buildup and flaking because a lot of people ask me about flaking with wash and go, and sometimes products just don't mix well. But when I talk to people, I find that they're using heavy creams and butters with a gel, and it starts beating up and whatnot, and that's what's gonna create that flaking and those balls on your hair when you do your wash and goes. Now, if you're doing that and that works for you, your hair can absorb it, do you boo. But if you feel like every time you're doing wash and goes, you're always having flakes and gels, it could either be that you're mixing products that don't mix well together, or you're applying heavy products or too much product. So you kind of got to experiment to see what's going to work best for you. So some other good creams I like to use for moisture purposes is like the Fortified Naturals Hydration Potion, Cream of Nature's Honey. That twisting cream is really, really moisturizing. And Eden's Curl Defining Cream is also really good too. So yeah, as I'm going through and applying that cream, I'm also applying the Pomegranate Honey Curling Custard. And I'm using that as my gel today. It's a looser consistency, but y'all can see how my curls just kind of popped to life when I started applying it. And I know I'm doing a lot of talking and it may feel like I applied a lot of product today, but I literally just did my leave-in, cream, and gel. And in the summer, I kind of skip over the oil part of sealing because it's humid outside. I know that my hair isn't going to really dry out. My hair really retains a lot of moisture in the summer. And again, I don't want to apply a lot of product and then my hair feels weighed down. So on some days I do scrunch with the oil to seal, and on some days I don't. And today is one of the days that I don't. And this method that I'm doing for my wash and go is the rake and shake method. I normally do the shingling method, but decided to go ahead and do something different and do the rake and shake. I feel like with this method, I get like more elongated curls, even though they're not as defined, but it still gives me a good curl pattern for a wash and go. So I am going to air dry overnight, and people ask me, how do I sleep on my wash and goes? Well, peacefully. No, I'm just kidding. What I do is I go ahead and I don't put anything on my head, but I have satin pillowcases, and I let my hair kind of shrink up and dry a good amount before I actually go and lay down. And basically all I do is like try not to smush my hair. I have a really flat pillow and I kind of fold it up a little bit so it's like resting on my face, but my hair is not really touching the pillow so it doesn't smush. But I really don't have a method for that. I just lay down on my satin pillow and try not to smush my hair. That's really it. So this is the next day and my hair is really, really soft, y'all, and it's got a good shine. Y'all can just see that shine. But my hair is about 75% dry. It's still a little damp. And I will say my hair is taking longer to dry, but it's so defined and soft, so I'm not even tripping over it. It'll dry eventually. And now I'm going to go ahead and just finish fluffing and styling. Okay, y'all, so this is the final look. I just went through and kind of added some twists and a little bit of jewels just to give me a little summer vibe going. I do need my ends trimmed, so they are a little straggly, but don't worry, I already got that taken care of. Just to recap this summer wash and go routine, I basically just incorporate the LOC method with a gel and use lightweight products so my hair won't flake or feel weighed down. And that's it. So let me know what other videos you guys want to see on my channel, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe before you leave.